I'm not on the. I'm not on the. Well, let's go inside and talk about what we're going to do. What we're going to talk about.
I'll let you in that side. But we have no human rights. They can talk about us whenever they want to, vandalise you, make all the neighbours go against you. Thanks for coming. It's a bit complicated because there's all different interlinked issues. And I was going to speak to Ms. Williams first, but I did want to speak to you.
Yeah, but then I'm not understanding. What things I come to be, what they're saying about her. Not taking what they're saying about her, but I've given the officer evidence of what he's been calling me bashing, and the officer's been first investigate.
Right.
Then now, because you first investigate, the girl made allegations that I've been harassing her, and you
We take any allegations seriously. What you're saying is you've made an allegation, but not to me.
And then your officers, if they were doing their job right, I wouldn't have been accused of harassment because they knew that they got away with it the first time. And that's what's happening. So it causes a lot of friction between them now. Is that they made an allegation against her, you're taking it serious. You made an allegation against me, and you're taking it serious. But when we're not going to the officers, evidence, videotape, they got away with that. So you're leading them on to.
I'm not leading anybody on.
Well, you're conspiracy against us.
You know the whole neighbourhood knows my business.
Yeah, so is mine.
The whole neighbourhood knows.
I haven't been saying
I'm saying to you, but the person,
It's just the sergeant.
number 8, has been scandalising me to everybody, Now, as far as you're concerned, at the end of the day, you want to come and give me a warning for harassment. When you give me for harassment, they're just going to pick up the phone and just say, oh, she's done this. It's very humiliating when you know that everybody knows your business on the estate and no one's not even talking to you. And to know that the caretaker's in this on top of it. I heard a big conversation outside about this person here, and I was so shocked. What happened the other day? Oh, he was suicidal. That's unacceptable for a caretaker, And it's only because I was behind closed doors. But I'm not into the cases.
We have to sort of go, there's lots of issues. Someone's wanting to be slandered, you're saying you're being slandered. That's not a police matter. If people are talking about you, so let me just speak first. That side of things, people gossiping, people talking about each other's business, is not a police matter, okay? Let me finish and you have your say. In making a comment, the caretaker, that somebody was perhaps suicidal, we're not going to go and arrest him for that. We're not going to arrest anybody. What I'm saying is that's not a criminal offence.
I've got evidence. I'm calling them man.
And
I'll never listen to that tape. I've got it here if you want to hear it.
I will. I'll be happy to listen to that.
But what happens to the time they got me, because that's why I'm here today.
Right. If there was enough evidence for an offence, say, of harassment, then you would be arrested. I'm not saying that you've got a case that you can put to the Crown Prosecution Service duty for anything, because that's what we would be duty bound to do. What I can tell you is what allegations have been made against both of you, if you're happy for each other to know. Okay. In terms of yourself, they're saying essentially that you've used very abusive language towards them and their children, in the hearing of the children, so much so that the child is going and asking people what does a whore mean. You repeatedly use that word whore.
In front of the child?
Yeah. Right. And in terms of yourself, they've said there's a different instance. There's instant Asda's the other day, where they're alleging that you've sort of followed her. Not saying you've followed her house there, but that you've been around, you've been looking at her, you made her feel intimidated, and that you've remained on the scene for quite some time, allowing that feeling for her to continue. Okay, so they're alleging that you've basically been following her around
No,
on that
no,
day.
can I tell you
let me
that?
just,
Go on.
so you're fully aware.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
alleging that you've looked through the window of your house.
Yeah.
Intentionally
Yeah.
trying to, one of the girls was getting undressed.
And then you believe that?
I'm not saying, no.
Come on, come off that.
Mr. Burton,
Yeah.
Mr. Burton, if I believed that,
Yeah.
if I was satisfied that had happened,
Yeah.
I would be
How can I
arresting
do it?
you.
Yeah.
What I'm saying
Yeah.
is, there's some things that they're alleging,
Yeah.
there's no evidence to sort of back
Yeah.
up.
But
And then
what
at the
about
end of the
my
day,
evidence?
I've seen your window,
Yeah.
and, you know,
There's no way I can prove it.
I'm not looking at an offence. It's important you know
Yeah.
that they've said that.
Yeah.
But,
No,
in
but
terms
check
of,
what-
hang on,
yeah.
in terms of what happened at Asda's,
Yeah.
I'm more satisfied that something untoward, if you like.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fact is,
Yeah.
you've hung around for a long time.
I'll call the police on that.
You're an older male.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a younger
No,
female.
I'll call, wait a minute.
I know you did.
Yeah.
And
I'll
she
call
did
the
as
police.
well. You both-
No, yeah, but the phone is not. Yeah, but you lot, let me tell you something, right?
Using the kids coming into the
Let
day.
me tell you something, right? You lot are on collision. You know why? Because my card number is 2615, right?
Yeah.
Your officer gave me 2715. So what's
Card
wrong with
number,
that?
yeah.
Right. So the card number I got from the people
We've got all
around.
the
Point is
records.
wrong, right? So what happened? Why did the officer not give me 2615? Okay, they didn't. They gave me 27, so that means there's a higher
That's
number.
like they made
That
a
makes it
mistake.
look.
The
No.
bigger-
They don't make mistake like that, sir. They don't make mistake like that. I wasn't born in the barn.
But what they
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
is if one call comes in,
Yeah.
right, that obviously gets the earlier number.
Yeah. So that's right. My number comes up first too. Yeah. Yeah.
If another call comes
Yeah.
in, they link them together.
Yeah.
And what they do is they work on the most recent
Yeah.
one.
Well,
Not
this is one person at a time. One person at a time.
so
One
what,
person at a time.
what you get
Yeah.
is they work on the most recent one.
Mine didn't work, but the officer refused to give me 2630. They refused to give me because 26 comes before 2715. They kept giving me 2715 to make it look like he called before me. The reason why, I'll tell you what happened. Somebody tipped him off. See what happened? I'll complain about him calling me Batman, right? That's a very serious offence. And I'll tell you what happens now. I'll go back a bit more. I just came from Wendy police station and told them. Sorry to point this. I didn't mean to be rude. I just came from Wendy police station and told them that what's been happening about them. When I came down Lawrence Way, I saw a police officer and a man in the car. They drove off. When I got round to my flat, he came out of his flat and started calling me Batman. And he put in his face and said, "Don't do that to me." Right? Then what happened? Wait a minute. Right? Then he came to me, right? And I said, I went to the parents, I said, "Tell him to stop calling me Batman." And he picked up a bottle out of the bin to try to hit me. And I said to him, I put it all down on tape. I said, "Go and hit me in the head and then I will hit you back because then I said, "Wait a minute." I threw them against me. It's obvious now they're going to say that I hit him first. I went round to my house in front of me. And what I said to him, "There's a camera," then he backs off. The girl now pushed me and slammed the door in my back as I was going in my flat. I told the officer that and nothing wasn't done about it. And because you lot failed to carry out your job, she made the allegation against me, right? And what happens now, sorry to point out, didn't you? What happens now is that I went down the housing association on the 26th, it just happened on the 18th of last month. I went down on the 26th to complain about it. Nobody didn't want to know. They waited 2 weeks before they see me. And I went down to the housing association on the 26th, right, the 2nd. Nobody, the manager was there, nobody didn't want to take a statement of me, right? So I went down now on the, I don't know what day it was, that same day. It's funny, what I was surprised is that when I got there, she was waiting outside for me. And then what she did, she got onto the phone, right, and called her dad. And what I did, I was speaking to her, I put it all down on the tape. I was talking to her, so look, she's following me. So I hold back to let her walk past me. As she got round to the corner of Agda, she turned around, took a picture, right? And then what happened, she put the phone away now, and I followed her into Agda, and I called 999. But you would refuse to give me the right card number to make it look like she called before me. Right? And what happens now, this thing is very serious now, because what happens, I can't point it out for stalking her. The reason why I hung around, because the police wouldn't come. I was there for about 20 minutes, look, can you come? The dad came, the daughter came, and the police went, wait a minute, no, wait a minute.
You both called the police. We're not looking at, well, you called first.
No, it is, it's very important, and the worst thing about it, right, when I asked the housing association...
It's not a race to call the police.
No, it is a race, because that is why I called them first, because when you lot didn't arrest Melon about calling me a Batman, right, and threatening me, and the girl assaulted me, nothing was done, right? So what happened, you've given them the go-ahead now to harass me more, right? How can I look through that window? There's no way I can look through that window to the bedroom. And so if I'm a battyman, why am I looking at a girl getting dressed? That it works out. It's either a battyman or I'm still looking at the girl getting dressed. I can't do both.
Can I make an observation here?
No, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. What I'm trying to say about it. So what I'm trying to say now, right? Because you were really slack, unprofessional in doing your job from the very first start, you should have been arrested because I got it on tape. None of your officers refused to listen to my tape. They didn't even give me a cut number. She asked the officers for their number, and they took the tape straight away. I came from the housing association, and I just came out complaining about her. And she waited outside for me, and went out to the police. Now I heard that the camera in the housing office, Metropolitan Housing Office, doesn't work. I can't believe it. That big building, the camera doesn't work. That would have proved that she was waiting outside for me, sir. And I got it all down in tape. Okay. So let's go ahead now. What are you going to say? Because you're making allegations against me.
Well, they're making allegations against me, but where's the evidence that I've actually said all this?
Well, have you been in have you seen all these? Yeah.
But why have you, where's the evidence?
They're building one of these with lots of different times and dates and situations which are described in detail. And there's other evidence similar to what Mr. Burt is talking about.
I think the thing with all of this, is that everyone, your side and their side, need to realise that we aren't the judge and jury.
I understand that, sir,
Now,
but I'm giving you evidence. I refuse to take it.
We can only go by what folks are telling us. Now, I know PC Whelan's been speaking, not in down, please. Thank you. PC Whelan's been telling me what's been going on. And ultimately, we've kind of got a few ways that we can proceed with it. What we're trying, not really trying to avoid, that's the wrong way of putting it, we're trying to resolve the issue without going to,
I want to go to court, because I want to go to court because I've got evidence, and they haven't got evidence.
Right, now, what will happen is, they're making an allegation, you're making an allegation.
But
hang on. We aren't the judge and jury. You make an allegation to us, we report the allegation. They make an allegation, we report the allegation. The way it looks at them is, with all the evidence that we've got, and there are so many allegations and counter-allegations against all the different parties, that the best way to proceed at the moment, and it's not a conviction or anything else, what we do is we start from scratch in effect, and we give all the parties what they call a first instance harassment. And all that is everyone signs a piece of paper.
No, I'm not signing that.
Everyone signs a bit of paper that basically says, you've been up and you've spoken to us, and this is what we've said to you, and that you agree that you're not that you have done, but that you're not going to do anything else like that in the future.
Yeah, but how do we know that? They're going to make a phone call, and what happened, see, with my experience from the police, right, he came to my house with a circus canister because some woman owed me some money. Right, he can't remember me, I know him good. I know, dude, I'm an ex-army guy. I'm sorry, I came in my house with a CFS canister, right? And the experience I've had with the police, right? They don't do nothing for me. They don't do nothing for me. And so I cannot agree sign to something that somebody make an allegation, and there's a lot of things anyway. I'll show you mine.
What you're talking about with the CS canister, by the way.
You had it because I got a camera. And you had a CSS canister.
What do you mean I had it? What do you mean?
I saw you took out the CSS in your hand. You remember, I don't forget you. Last year.
When you weren't there and we forced entry the other day?
No, not that time. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead.
Just concentrate on what the sergeant's saying at the
So,
end of the day.
I think
Ultimately,
ultimately,
say what you want to say.
You're in the harassment thing with the warning and the letters and all the rest of it. Or we just end up arresting everybody.
Well, I prefer to get arrested.
I prefer to get arrested then. Fine. Let everybody get arrested. At the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not doing this.
That's you.
Right, but the arresting bit, the complication with that is that's going to involve solicitors, statements, and a court case.
I want that, mate, because I want to go.
But you can't put our hands up and say, oh yes, I'm harassing.
No,
I mean, all this business,
your hands up.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm very sceptical of this.
The form I'm looking at, which I've got over here, makes it clear that it's not an admission or acceptance of the allegation. You're not admitting anything.
Yeah,
all you're saying is,
how do I know that all them not going to sign it too? Number 8.
How?
both guilty.
It doesn't matter, but who started it? Yeah, but the opponent, he came at me and called me a batty boy, right, and I didn't do anything to him.
Mr. Burton,
See, they don't want to know, let me get out of it. You're not wasting my time, right? The point is, right, you can't build a foundation, you can't build a house without the foundation, right? He came on, I've got a right to speak about my freedom of speech, right? But then he's got no right to come and call me batty boy.
Are you going to sign one of those things through the whole family? Or you're just telling me I'm going to sign it alone?
I would not sign anything. I'm not going to sign something.
Clearly that you're not making any allegations against them. It appears that Mr. Burton wants to make allegations.
Yeah, but why did he do that on the 18th? If you did it on the 18th, I wouldn't have had this allegation at me after, because then everybody would have been warned about it.
Deal with that.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
I want the officer dealing with
Yeah, but the officers dealt with it. What did he ask them for their
I've
loan?
got allegations, but I just want to go to court, Chris. I'm not, you know, I'm the one that is going to go to court at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to come down there and make allegations. There's loads of things they've done to me at the end of the day. But I'm stressed because I'm only looking to go to court. Court, nothing else. Get this out of the way and get on with my life, yeah? So that's all I'm concentrating on. That's why you don't hear me bringing down the phone, making this and saying this about them, because at the end of the day, I've got more to lose. I am the person who is going to court for all this. They're on the back burner at the end of the day. So, you know, for me to sign that form, I feel very, you know what I mean? You know, I feel that you've got all them...
You're admitting to something.
Yeah, no. Why should they be...
Can I just ask you to read just for a second?
Yeah, but no, if they're not going to sign nothing, why should I at the end of the day? Start making the allegations, what they've done for me.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's why we gave you a diary, because we want people to write down and keep a record of anything that happens that might constitute a public order offence, harassment, witness intimidation. They've done
I've
got documented evidence,
Yeah.
not enough to prosecute you with, because, as you say, it is one person's word against
That's
another.
right.
I appreciate that, but they have...
Yeah, but I reported them twice for harassing me. Twice, and you've not done nothing.
It's for them at the end of the day. It's benefit for them. It's not benefit for me, because I'm the person that's going to court at the end of the day, if you understand my meaning.
And that's the main reason why we need to do what we're doing today, is the incidents that are happening, the abusive words, that are not saying that you're coming up to them directly threatening them, they're saying that what you're doing is outside the house so that they can hear you're shouting stuff in their earshot, right? And what they're saying is that as the court date gets nearer, it's getting worse and more serious.
Well, what about me? What about me?
So ask the neighbours, get your evidence, ask the neighbours, because if I'm shouting, then obviously other people must hear what's going
What about
on.
me?
I'm more than happy to do that, okay?
But what about me now? Wouldn't have been with a victim?
Investigate. You know, before I sign that form, you know, and in fact, I'm going to take legal advice from Sean.
Don't sign anything. I will not sign it.
Because
telling your rights to do
no,
that.
because I'm not going to. Once I sign that form, and they get away with it, just because they've made documentation at the end of the day.
If you don't want to sign it, you don't have to sign it.
But you just mean
We're
you're going to arrest
inviting
me.
you to sign it. No, I'm not going to arrest you, don't sign it. It's not how it works. Don't think that we're saying either you sign this or you get arrested. No.
Well, that's what you said to me earlier on, Chris.
No,
You
I'm
may
saying
be able to
that
arrest me.
yeah, that's what the sergeant's saying as well, that the alternative to dealing with it this way would be arresting people. We're trying to deal with it this way. And what I'd like you to do is take a copy of this, ideally sign it to accept the fact that you're taking it, but if you don't want to sign it, don't sign it.
I didn't come up with it. He came up with sign a paper. I'll come up with my own food. No, I don't think that. You see what I mean? It's a practice. No, I wasn't born yesterday, sir.
If I'm not signing it, you're going to arrest me today.
No, I'm not going to sign it. I'm not going to sign it. What are they going to tell them? Say we refuse to take it, and then when they make a phone call, right, they're going to arrest us.
I'll
I'll tell you what you do. What do you do?
I'll speak to you out there.
He's trying to be smart. No, I know where you're coming
The purpose
from.
of this is to let you know that people have alleged against you.
Yeah, but have you looked at that window?
Yeah,
Do you think I can really see?
I think it would be a bit. It wouldn't be right to come and arrest you for looking out your window.
No.
On the other hand, it's quite a serious allegation. They're saying that while the daughter's getting undressed, you were trying to watch her.
How can I watch her from there? Where's my bathroom window?
Yeah, but
Let me come down and have a look.
I will go down.
No, but wait, you're the common sense ones, right? How can I see this? No, but I'm not going to tell you. They're taking the mickey out of you if you believe that.
No, I don't believe it. It's not up to whether I believe it. That's not my job to think.
No, but come on, let's do that
My
common
job
sense.
is to listen to the allegation. They said... Richard, they've made that allegation, I've recorded it, then I've got to deal with it, and I've got to decide, do I go and arrest you? And I've thought, I'm not going to go and look at the windows, I think it's maybe a bathroom window.
That's what I'm saying, so how come a bathroom window?
So I thought, I'm not going to arrest Mr. Burton.
What about
What I'd like to do is speak to Mr. Burton, go round and say, maybe look at the window, and we could...
It's a joke, it's a joke.
But then the situation as has happened, and suddenly you've got a situation where another allegation is made, teenage girl.
I wouldn't follow the teenage girl, she was following me. She was following me. Let's just do this professionally, sir, right? Let's go down the housing officer and find out from him. I'll tell you what, I just finished made an allegation about them. But she was standing out there waiting for me. Somebody told her. So she got on the phone to her dad. Somebody from the housing association.
She's got on the phone to dad because the policeman we're not going to be able to come straight away.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's the other way. But
somebody for his daughter.
Yeah, somebody. So she came outside because don't forget, I made the allegation against her son. So they want to get on back on me, right? So what she did now, she stood out there waiting for me to come out. And I walked past her and I went back my business. And she walked past me and turned the camera and took the picture of me. And what they did, they pointed out me out and I did. I'm a stalker. Right? But you don't took it serious. Right? But the point is now, right?
If we just said, look, we don't believe you, we believe her, you'd have been arrested, dealt with it, appreciated that there's two sides. They appreciated that she's alleging something and that you're alleging something.
Yeah, but my evidence is a lot more accurate. I've got proof.
You're not saying that.
No. Because when I said to the officer, come down to the housing association, they didn't want to go. Right, that's one, right? Secondly, the camera outside, she was loitering outside for me.
Yeah.
I just made it. I sat down. I went there from 9:30. You know what it is? When they first made the allegation against me on the 15th of last month, every day I kept ringing. It's not the manager is not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Right? Yeah. So I said to him, let me go down there and I'll wait out there till when he come in. And that's all I know. I know it's about 11:15. So somebody rang and said, look, he's outside, come in and make an allegation against him.
Sorry, who kept you?
The housing officer. They kept me in there. And I could prove what time I got there, and I can prove what time I left. Yeah. And when I left, right, she was following me. She was following me.
You're not seriously trying to tell me that the teenage daughter is harassing you?
Yeah, she was harassing me.
She is.
She is harassing me.
Doing what?
Because her son called me back in, man, and said, because you not let her son get away with it, she can do the same thing. The day before, on the Monday, right, the Monday, I walked through the park.